What's happening? This is the Tap In Podcast. We are live, baby. I got my boy in the building. What's up, Sid?
What's up, man? How you doing, Donte?
Yeah, we in this motherfucker after I don't know how many minutes.
Nobody knows that.
Oh, okay. Well,
Nobody knows. We just got it cracking.
That's what's up, man. What's been up, man? What's been going on?
Just got home doing the shows, man. Addison Improv. We had a show last night. You know, we got one show tonight, one show tomorrow. It's been fun, man. I got to do a lot of new material in front of a lot of people that I love that haven't seen me performing for a long time, so it's dope. And you came out, man. That was dope, man. Look, man, come back home. It's like, it's nerve-wracking and it's cool because people know you. So it's like, it's not the energy like, we finna see. It's like, okay, let's see it. What's up? What's Sid talking about? You're like, hey, I need y'all to still be excited. Can you curse on here?
Fuck yeah.
Relax. That was just a question.
Fuck yes.
Yeah. People can't wait to curse when they know you can curse. It was fun, man. It was fun. It was fun. It was fun. It was fun.
It was dope to see, like, especially you talking about real stories that I know of. Man. You know what I mean?
Man.
Like real shit.
Let's say Africa. We talking about my ex. You know it. You know all that stuff personally.
Hey, listen, I don't like to bring up
names. I get it, but yeah, dog. I told Cynthia this. She was on the show. I'll be like, look, because she just starting out, and I think she got some really good stuff. I'm like, to me, if you talk about the realest stuff or like what's the most vulnerable to you, I've learned that's the way in.
That's what the joke is.
Man, okay, bet like starting to set, and we'll get whatever topic. My bad, I'm just talking. Like starting to set, I was like talking about. Now I didn't fly Spirit, but I really did have turbulence, and it was the first time I flew since Kobe death, and I was on some like, dang, people, you could just go at any time, and so I really was nervous, and so I was like,
don't give your set away though.
I'm not. I'm saying, but what I'm saying is the realest stuff. You know what I mean? So, boom. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The shit was dope, man.
Well, don't give my set away.
I'm just saying, like, the British, that shit is fucking hilarious, man. Like, I was down there pounding on the table, and then you see white people looking at me like,
yo, listen. I seen the emotions of this white lady in front row. She was like, oh. And then I broke her. She's like, oh. Then she started laughing. I was like,
she had to give it up.
You got
to. You know the one thing I'm going to say, as a fan, from top to bottom, the show was tight as fuck. Like, everybody did well. Everybody did good. Yeah. And you just like came through and slammed it. Like, you know what I mean?
Appreciate it.
The one thing I did notice, though, that all y'all niggas talking about, none of y'all got kids.
No.
Like, none of y'all got kids. Mm-mm. Like, what's going on, man? What's happening?
Listen, James talked about it perfectly where he was like, it's like, is my pull-out game good or do I need to see a doctor? Like that. When he said that up front, it's like that applies to everybody on the show.
Everybody was like, yep, I don't got kids.
I'm at the point where I look at my homeboys' kids and I'm like, I get emotional like, dang, that's dope that y'all just sitting there like, you know, looking at each other. I got a dog.
What's the name of your dog?
Maverick.
I seen you did like a fucking name contest on Instagram, and that's what you came out with, Maverick?
Well, first of all, the name contest was just to get the people involved with what I was doing.
No,
Maverick, no. Marcel came up with something. It was a good one. I can't forget, but it was gonna be Maverick or that. And then so Maverick, you know the Mavericks, Dallas Mavericks. So
Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. You're really a Dallas fan, huh?
I love the Mavericks. Dog, listen. You
Why?
Understand? Okay, so check it.
Like they won one championship in the last.
You're not listening.
10.
You're not listening. When I moved here, like third grade, my first experience in the sports was ever. My mom took us to Ranger games because she got tickets to Ranger games from her banking. So we got to go to Pudge Rodriguez, all that. Boom, I'm a fan. Okay. The Mavericks was so bad, it cost 30 cents to get into a game, and we was there. So I was seeing professional basketball as a kid. I was like, I don't give a shit they bad. Like, this the Mavericks. And then since a kid, you just
was that
rock
like
with them.
Jason Kidd area?
I went to Jason Kidd basketball camp my 8th grade year going into freshman year. I went to Jimmy Jackson. I told my daddy.
You should get your money back.
First of all, Jimmy Jackson's one of the GOATs.
You should get your money back.
That ever came out of Ohio State. I got starstruck when I saw him. He was at the Comedy Union.
Really?
Dog, I used to, Jim Jackson was like a shooting guard. I got starstruck as a grown person. I told Enz, I said, that's Jim Jackson. He's like, yeah, he comes. I said, duh. He's like, you serious, Jim Jackson? I was like, nah, don't play him like that. I grew up watching him.
That thing is not that good, Sidney.
He was good.
Yeah.
He could shoot.
To who?
To Maverick fans.
Okay. Okay. That's all that matters. So what's up, man? I know you just got married. Like, how long has it been?
6 months. About 6. No, well, damn. Wait. It'll be a year in July.
Okay. Damn. July what?
11th.
Oh, okay. Mine is the 14th.
Oh, bet.
Yeah.
Your wedding was fun, man.
My shit was like.
Your wedding. Hey, listen, your wedding was fun. It was cost efficient.
Yes.
Man.
Yes. That's why you got to take that trip overseas, baby.
Yeah, well, it was talked about.
Take that trip overseas. Am I bringing up some?
It was talked about, Donte. Okay? If that's your question, it was talked about. It did not happen.
Oh, okay.
It was talked about.
Hey, man. Some people, never mind.
It was talked about.
Okay. So what's up, man? What's next for Sid, man?
Really, man, trying to just, I really want to sell a show, to be honest with you, man. I've been auditioning for things, which is cool, and I want to, do what I did this weekend. I want to tour. I want to sell my own show. That's the goal for me. Like, being in a position to not take jobs just for the money and be like, do shit you want to do.
Yeah.
It's like, that's the goal, to be honest with you. Like, I don't want to do jobs or take jobs where it's like, it's a cool look or whatever. Because to me, I think of like long picture, you know what I mean? It's like, will this get me closer to my goal, or is this just like taking a check, regardless of what the credits say?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
what's
it's
the goal though?
The goal is to sell my own show, to sell my single camera show.
And
I've
it'll
been
be
working on.
Sydney's like a Martin.
It would be written by Sydney, created by Sydney. I would love to have somebody help me on that. Honestly, like a name that can help, a point of view, anything that can help. But I love it what it is. My manager really likes the topic. It's real. It's me. So. Putting all my.
So put it out there. What is it? What's the show? What would be the concept of it?
I'm not gonna put it out there, actually.
Okay,
but
fuck it.
I really like it. I think it's gonna be really dope.
Okay, fuck it. Damn, that's hard, man.
But listen, working on that like daily, like that and my stand up. Like I just put out the comedy album, so now it's like really being vulnerable, man, on stage, dog. Like really being like
the comedy album was dope too, man.
Listen, let me talk to you. Like I know we on all this. It's about being vulnerable. Like I still ain't talking about some things like. My dad dying, Derek dying, like some things are tapping into like a vulnerability of like what that mean, what depression look like a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like from my perspective.
For the people, who's Derek?
My brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I know that. Damn. And you want to bring that on stage, or you want to bring that like
on stage where it's like a point of view? Because now it's like, it's like, okay, bet in a way where it makes sense. So like it's always like I want to do the premise of like, you could go through go through something traumatic and going what that's like to plan a funeral. Like, the first one you plan is your brother's like, damn.
Yeah.
I mean, my dad died, but he was in the military. That shit was easy peasy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He had his shit set up. He had his cremation can in the corner when he was alive. I said, Dad, what's that? It's my urn. He's like, yeah, it's nice. I was like, Dad, that's a little weird, ain't it? He's like, nah, you gotta set it up. He's like, I ain't a young buck. You know what I mean? And when he passed, all his shit, they had to. Military's that pop.
21 gun salute.
All that like, people met us with a flag.
What?
List like a movie. I was like, oh, my dad was a cold nigga back in the day. But like, it was easy peasy,
Yeah.
My brother passed. I got to plan that, right?
He had shit set up.
It's like, okay, bet. All right, where you earn at, bro? But like, I got to plan that and like going through that and them emotions and all that and talk about that.
Yeah.
I remember telling my homeboy, I ain't gonna say his name, but like people always try to relate. Would be the bit, right?
Yeah.
Like this real talk. I went into the union and one day I came from the Uber and I was crying in the Uber. Right. I literally was watching that. I watch YouTube shit a lot. Them singers, nigga, they get to me.
Soft ass nigga.
So I started thinking about my brother, dog. I'm about to do a show at the union on like a Friday night. I get to the union, dog. And then somebody in the office, I said, what's up, Ans? I said, what's up? He could tell the energy, everybody leave, right? He said, what's up? I said, hey, man, do me a solid real quick. Give me a hug real quick. He said, what? I said, nigga, I miss my brother, dog. He's like, oh, shit. He hugged me. I cried. Nigga said, I just need to get that out. He says, brother, I know how you feel. My dog was hit today by a vehicle.
He is so
He said, yeah, he isn't. We don't know if he's going to make it. He's in the hospital right now fighting. He's not my brother, but he is like a brother to me. I said, word, okay, bet. Right? And I was like, this is why niggas don't get vulnerable around niggas. Like, I just told you I miss my brother. You told me about your dog. Who survived?
No,
but it's like, that would be the joke.
Death is weird, though,
That would be the joke, though. You know what I mean? Like, no, he just was trying to relate, but that would be the bit. Like, people always trying to relate.
Death is weird, man.
Or he just not say nothing. Like, it's weird. I'm numb to it now.
Because at one point, they want to console you, you know what I mean? But it's like, you don't really, I remember in college, it was one of my frat brothers. It was one of his best friends that died, and you know I didn't really know what to say. I was like, "Yo, man, how was the funeral?" He was like, "The fuck you mean? How was the funeral? Nigga, it was a burial. Nigga, that's my homeboy." I was like,
"Listen, when somebody died, you're the most emotional. Everything trigger you. Because when somebody died, it's dumb people that reach out to you and be like, "Tell me that ain't true." Yeah, he passed. How did he pass? So you think I'm finna relive this question? You think everybody's saying, and then what happened? And then what happened? Hey, nigga, I'm planning the funeral right now.
Yo, that's exactly how I feel. A little different than how I feel about Kobe's death. It's like soon as I get over it, they got another tribute. Yeah, you be hard. Like, fuck.
It's hard.
I was just getting over this shit.
You a fan. Think about the family.
I know.
That's the crazy part. The family
and they gotta keep seeing this nigga face over it. It's like,
I wish
fuck.
you would show my brother on TV.
ESPN.
Man, I'll tell you, I show up on a rainy day in a trip. Man, hey, don't you show no non-clip of my brother. We ain't healed yet, nigga.
God damn.
Yeah.
You be like, shit, I was just getting over it. I was just getting back to myself.
Man, I remember when my dad died, I remember trying to do jokes and I wasn't ready. I remember being at the Ha Ha Cafe.
What you mean you wasn't? You would start talking about it.
It was too soon.
You would start crying in the middle of your set.
He had passed on like a Tuesday. I was like, I'm grown. This is how you do it artistically. You're supposed to talk about what's real. I get on stage, dog. I was like, yeah, man, so I lost my dad. And the crazy thing when you... And then somebody in the back, I think it was I don't know, somebody like...
Let him use you.
She's like, it's okay, baby. And I was like, ooh, that wasn't supposed to be in this. I was like, all right, so... gas prices is crazy, right? All right, y'all be easy. Good night. Got out of there. Yeah, you never supposed to get consoled after a set. Like, hey, brother, can I talk to you?
Are you okay?
You need some prayer requests.
Damn. Like when I used to do comedy, I used to be scared to talk about like real vulnerable shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's where the real jokes, that's where they really lie. And you'll never get tired of them. You know what I'm saying? When you got some shit that ain't got no surface or nothing that's deep that you can really pull those emotions back, then you get
point
tired
of view, man. I was telling Cynthia,
you get tired of doing that same joke.
If somebody could tell me early on where like it would click to make sense, it's like I feel like a lot of, and no fault to nobody, it's like you try to just make something that's funny. You try to just like, well, this sound funny, or this would be funny if analogy versus like a real point of view. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna go over it, but a real point of view. Like, I was talking to Carlos about, like, dog, the Republicans are gangster, regardless of what you feel about them, they're gangster.
I like how you flip that, too.
So it's like a point of view.
Yeah, I ain't gonna tell everybody.
So really, it's a point of view.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, to me, once you get into that, it's like you tap into some stuff that can't be stolen, really.
So let me ask you this. What made you go so heavy on the race?
See, I didn't think I went heavy on race. Just
nigga, you talked about everybody from Indians to Chinese to blacks to whites.
Then that means everybody could get it.
Right, but what
jokes?
You never used to be so heavy on the racist jokes.
And see, here's the thing: I wasn't even to me being racist. I was just just talking yesterday, and when I talked to that lady in the front row, you know how you like searching for something? Because in my head it's like, okay, all this is new stuff I'm working on. I got to her as a comic. I'm just using you as an instrument to see what I'm gonna talk about next. And then her reactions led me to boom. And so when she said, I'm not racist at all, I was finna hop out of it, but I was like, you're not being honest.
Yeah.
So in that moment, I'm trying to just relay, like, okay, I'm trying to open you up. Like I'm a little racist.
Yeah.
Depending on what I'm doing. Like, And now I'm trying to open. Then her friend was like, she's a 2. Now the joke is, why are you answering for her?
Yeah,
so it became a thing where I wasn't even trying to really go there.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I wasn't, but it just happened that way.
It was the play on the Trump and that shit, how you flipped it, was like, yep, y'all need to let it go too.
Got to.
Yeah, that shit was
Got
dope. That shit was dope.
Got to. But that wasn't even trying to be like a joke. That's a real conversation with my homeboy Carlos. That earlier that day when we were talking about Trump and like the Republicans and the whole thing. I was like, look, dog, to the uneducated person, and I'm talking to myself, they had you hyped thinking he was finna get impeached.
Right.
And so you sat down.
Well, he
ready.
did get impeached.
They have it on document, but to go to Senate and get it cleared.
That means he wasn't prosecuted.
Boom. So really, you want it documented. You want it on the record.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm saying to the untrained, the uneducated person like myself, I'm sitting down like fight night.
Yeah, like this nigga finna go.
We watched it, dog. Like, I'm not playing. That's why the joke. I'm like, in the morning, my wife worked from home, watching CNN, the numbers. We need how many? They got me hyped like we been to get 150 because he lied. We proved it. And once we proved it, he got it. So that's what, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But I knew from back when they tried to impeach Bill Clinton, like it's a process. Yeah, you get impeached, right? But you still got to go to court. You know what I mean?
To the uneducated person, I'm like, well, they got me so hyped on Twitter.
Where was you when Bill Clinton was getting impeached?
Hooping.
Jason Kidd camps.
What you talking about? I was thinking I was going to Duke.
Hell no.
Bill Clinton got his dick sucked. Oh, that's sad. Hey, pass me that rock. I got to make 10 out of 10 free throws before I get out of here.
Oh, shit. Speaking of like a point of view, I want to hear what you think about Dwayne Wade trying to cut his son's dick off to go to being a woman now. What is his name? Zaya or Zaya?
I don't know.
Zaya. I don't know how you pronounce that. What'd you feel about that? As a man, if you had a son that was
that's a different
trying
person.
to be transgender,
right?
Would you allow him to cut his dick off at 12 years old?
Well, personally, me at 12, I would not allow my son to cut his dick off.
Not you at 12.
No, I'm saying my son. If my son was 12, if I had a 12-year-old, I couldn't see myself being okay with him cutting his dick off because that's a permanent decision at 12. And so for me, it would be. When you say you can understand, you know, the difficulty of like maybe what Dwayne's going through, it's like, okay, trying to be there for his son. You know, I get that and the support and love. To me, you just ask me, would I cut my 12-year-old's son penis off because he wanted to do it? It'd be like, I personally would not do that. Yeah.
But he's like, Dad, this is what I want to do. Like, I'm really a woman inside. So
listen, and I'm saying to you, at my child, like, man, and you could love him, respect him, but at 12, I don't see myself being okay with that. You cutting your dick off at 12.
That shit is bizarre. Yeah. That shit is like, I don't even know.
People don't wait to get breast implants till they're 18.
Yes, I don't.
Why we got to rush it at 12? Why 12? I get it. I just wait. But I mean, I'm not in that position, so whatever. One thing I don't like though, I don't like how people be like, across the board, you're gonna have an interview and you have this tour, this press, and this is what you're talking about. Cool, and it's like, stay out of my business. It's like, hey man, like I didn't even know your business
until you put it on Instagram.
I didn't know nothing about your son or daughter. I didn't know anything about this. And then people like, you need to leave.
Who's saying put it?
Just some people online was like, stay out their business, stay out their business. Like, hey sis, I was writing jokes. I was playing Madden.
I was just scrolling.
And now it's
Instagram.
everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But me personally, you know, it's like I don't know what they're going through. I don't know. That's why. I don't know. That's why to go through, I guess. I was
thinking about like, I really feel like I understand the transgender struggle a lot more than the gay struggle, right? Because to me, gay just means I want to fuck the same sex, right? That's all gay means to me. So in that point, I don't really care. Like, that's your business. You know what I mean? It's none of mine. But as a transgender, this is how I want to be seen. This is how it's the same instance like when Muhammad Ali wanted to be called Muhammad Ali instead of Cassius Clay. Like, I want you to address me in this way. You know what I mean? So I feel like I understand the transgender struggle a little bit more than just somebody saying I need gay rights. It's like, nigga, no, your gay rights is just who you want to fuck, like, and who you want to marry.
No, I'm not. No,
and who you want to marry. I think it's more of a struggle if I'm saying, hey.
Well, listen, I feel like this. I feel like anybody that's in an oppressed situation deserves rights. Period. Right? That's gay or straight. I'm the whole like.
What is the gay oppression though?
Dog, they have hate crimes when people kill people just because they're gay.
Okay.
It's like it's just a thing. Like it'd be naive to say that you don't understand that gay people go through a lot in this country. Right?
No. It's not. I'm not saying that I don't want them to have the same rights as a human being. Nobody should be killed or be harmed for your choices on who you want to sleep with.
But you have to understand that happens.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I understand
and that they probably don't get some rights that they want because of it. So regardless of like, to me, it's like I don't get into the whole like how I feel about it because it's like regardless of how you actually feel about it, I think people deserve their rights or like to be treated
as human beings.
Or to be treated cool. Like to break it down of like who deserves more. Then it gets kind of like almost jargon because it's like why are you even trying to compete with the oppression? I think overall we should just try to compete to like end it a bit. You know what I mean? Because it's like it sucks. Because here's the thing: I hate when people be like, and not you per se, but like you'll take your plight and then you take yours and you try to compete. It's like you don't stop competing.
Right.
These people, they both individually have situations where they're being slighted. So this needs attention. This needs attention. When you compete, it's like you're not really listening. Like, and even if I don't understand the whole community of like how it breaks down, transgender, I have to still learn about that. You know what I mean? Before I speak on it. But like, I don't think we should get comparing because then it's like, then you ain't really listening. Because then you get black people like, well, what about people of color? Y'all just got, and then it's a competition. It's like, hey, dog, we should be fighting for everybody to have some rights and be, you know what I mean, straight. And then, well, you know what I mean? I believe in then God gonna handle everything anyway. So like all that jazz is just, you know what I mean? I don't even really get into it because it's gonna be an answer to me. I believe in God. So that's whatever. Y'all can have that. I'm not gonna even stress you over that. I'm not even here to do that. I hope you get rights. I hope everybody get rights. I'm not here to judge none of that. But competing over who should deserve it more is weird.
Yeah. I feel the same way about that. I'm just thinking like, to me, gay means I just want to sleep with the same sex or I like the same sex. Yes, I feel like they should be able to marry whoever the hell they want to. You know what I mean? As far as that, as a human being, you should be able to say on paper, this is who my spouse is, right? To me, that's what that is. I feel like they should get that right. But on the flip side, with a transgender, those people. I feel fucked up saying those people because I hate
because it's wrong, Donte.
Because I hate when white people like those people. But I feel like with transgender people, they have. I understand their struggle more is because listen, I want to be identified as a woman. You know what I mean? Or I want to be identified as a man, and I want people to address me as a man. What's funny is I'm thinking about. You ever seen that YouTube video where the guy? He's dressed like he has on a skirt and a little halter top. He's in GameStop, and then the dude, but that nigga's muscular, and then the guy kept saying, "Sir." He's like, "I'm not a fucking sir."
Oh, I seen that clip online.
Like, I am on.
I seen that clip online. Now listen,
like you look
that
like
that example was like way extreme because I saw that like, bruh,
you look strong as fuck.
Like I get that you feel that way. You can't blame me for not knowing off rip.
Right.
You can't blame me for not knowing off rip, sir, ma'am. Like, I'm not even trying to disrespect you, but off rip, come on.
You got on a beard. You got a beard, sir.
Yeah, like how,
ma'am.
Yeah, it's like
Sam.
Like off rip, like it's like my bad. Like I saw that clip, I was like, damn, he really passionate about it, or she's really passionate about that. But you getting mad like off rip, like they knew.
But after he said it the first time, he was like, "I am a woman," and then after
he turned up. He said, and then he turned up immediately. Bro was like, "Okay,
my bad."
And
then he kept mistakenly saying, "Sir."
Yeah, in that part, I don't know if he was trying to be a dick. But that would catch me off guard if I was like, "My bad, sir." He's like, "I'm a woman." I would be like, "Okay, my bad." And then if you kept pressing me, like I was like, "Hey, I didn't know."
Yeah.
Like I my bad.
Chill. Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah.
But what did you ever answer the question?
Well, how do I feel about it?
Yeah, about Dwayne Wade.
I mean that's on him, really. To be honest, that's why I just answered if it was about me. How I feel about him, it's like, and what he's doing, it's like, that's on him. I don't really care.
You think it's a mistake
of what?
That he's allowing it? He's allowing his son to go through the transformation right now at 12.
That's, you know what? Just I'll answer that question like this. For me, if I had a child, because I don't have a child, at 12, a decision like that would be difficult to say because that's a permanent decision. Even if, listen, support and whatever, that's just so permanent at 12. And me personally don't believe in them kind of altering body decisions at 12. I wouldn't let my child, but I don't, you know what I mean? That's just me speaking on Sydney. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, I don't, it's like, speaking on Sydney, I wouldn't even, if I was going through that at home, you wouldn't even know about it.
Nobody would know?
You wouldn't know about it.
Yes, but you ain't going to take a picture with your son?
Yeah, okay. What that mean?
Yeah, but this nigga is, like, when he got his back
Donte,
arched,
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, like, real
in
talk. Real talk, you know me, right? Real talk, you know the kind of person I am.
Yeah.
You just know Sydney, right? I wouldn't care.
I know, but I'm just saying, everybody else, you posted on Instagram like me and my son.
And then what?
And this nigga like.
And then what? And then what? Somebody gonna say what?
And then what they? I mean, what you?
Then what?
They gonna come after your son? Like they
Who
gonna
come after my son?
People on the internet.
What that mean?
I'm just saying they gonna then.
Well, I'm telling you, my
personality
is
you're a person in the public. So when you start doing interviews, then they start asking you like.
But listen, but in my household.
No, in your household, yeah.
Well, cool. I'm saying in my household, it's gonna be an understanding, like with my son and in that house, how we proceed, and it's gonna be an understanding that look, yeah, it's gonna be people saying shit, but we gonna have such an understanding that ain't gonna really be a factor, and I ain't gonna even address you.
Yeah, but I'm saying you.
Damn, your son gay as hell. I'm not responding. Damn, Sid, I'm not responding. Now listen. If you disrespect my son face to face, you gonna see me.
Okay.
But then other than that, all that I don't care. I'm never going to like it's between my son and me and my family, in my opinion. And then if people, that's none of their business. Gotcha. To be honest with you, it's none of my. And if I post my picture of my son, and he gay. And he's flamboyant in the picture, what you call it, and that's my son. That's my partner. That's my son.
Yeah.
What you mean? Talk about him if you want to. I dare you.
It's gonna be some problems.
That's my son, nigga.
I know, but
so talk about him if you want to. So my point is, but I wouldn't put
you can't fight every battle.
But so you know me.
But you can't fight every
Boom,
battle.
this is so perfect. Since you know me, right? How I am.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even put myself in a position to always have to even answer that. That's something me and my son would go through. My wife, but he way different. He way famous. I don't know if he felt like he had to tell everybody. I would handle that in my house, and we would talk about it and call. But I dare you to speak on my son crazy in front of me. Online, I can ignore.
No.
It's like a comment on YouTube. You sound like Kermit the Frog. You sound like Shaq. You got a big ass head.
But listen, it's not going.
That hurts sometimes, but I gotta ignore it.
Yeah, but it's not gonna happen like that. It's gonna be like you gonna be in the press. You gonna be doing, interviews.
And what?
People gonna say so. Tell us about, your.
Go ahead. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm Sydney.
Okay, hey, Sydney.
Go ahead. How you doing?
Hey, Sydney. Yeah, welcome to the red carpet. Sydney. So, what do you feel about everybody saying that, the backlash that you've been getting about your son and his sexuality? How do you feel about that?
I actually think that's just nobody's business.
Oh, okay. So you don't think that, this could be a teaching moment for other people that may be going through the same thing that your son is going through?
Well, my teachable moments come within home, and I teach, my son and my kids, and we keep an infrastructure of family and strength and core, and we teach each other, and they learn, and I love my son, and I support my son. But like I said, anybody's outside opinion of how I do my household is just none of their business. Okay.
That sounds good the first time you got to say it. What about the 50th time you got to say that?
Who said I'm going to say it the 50th time?
Because people going to ask you about it.
What that mean? What I say before I even did this interview?
Yeah. Sydney.
I'm the same nigga. Sydney. I said before they cut the cameras on, I said I'm not talking about nothing I want to talk about. And he said, well, cool, I ain't cool. The same, I'm not gonna change. You can listen. Red carpet go like this. Red carpet go, yo interview. So I do it here, how we feel. Dog, I'm so poised now. I would be literally like, y'all have a good day, man. God bless y'all. And me and my family going to the event we at.
That's all good and dandy.
It's the truth. You don't want to believe it's the truth.
No, because listen, it's just like perfect example. Being in a relationship. Yeah, your girl can ask you one thing like, "Hey, did you
That's different. That's totally different.
How's it different?
Because listen, I don't have a child. I don't have a child, right?
Right.
I don't. You have a child. I don't have a child, right?
Yeah, but
so
it's not a difference. When you keep getting asked the same question over and over and over, then that starts
when a woman
bug you.
when a woman bugging me, it's like I've been dating women my whole life. You can adjust to it.
So.
You know what I mean? But when I don't have it's like I could equate it to my mother because I don't have a son, right?
Okay.
If you said something against my mother where it's like so disrespectful, or something was none of your business, or something like you was prying information on my mother, like that's the only thing I can compare it to where like I literally am going to shut down and be like, it's none of your business. And if you keep pressing me over it, you'll probably get a different reaction because I feel like you're being disrespectful. But instead of like you said, you can't fight everybody, you're right. And that's dumb. It's immature. You just remove yourself from that situation. I'll do the red carpet. We could talk about what I got going on. I'm probably going to address you. Oh, that's none of your business. Cool. Oh, that's none of your business. Well, and then I'm going to keep it pushing because I know those are like you trying to get me to react. And I'm in a good place. And cool, we keep it pushing. I'm going to go with my mom. We're going to have a good time.
Want me to give you the perfect example of what I see that being?
What?
Remember when Chris Brown went through all his Rihanna shit and everybody wanted to ask him about Rihanna?
Yeah, I'm not Chris Brown.
I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying.
And Chris Brown was 20-something, 22, 23 years old.
Listen what I'm saying. I'm not saying you're Chris Brown.
Yeah.
I'm saying how many times they had to ask him and people kept, like even after a year after it's all resolved, him and Rihanna is cool now. Mm-hmm. Now people are still asking him about the same fucking question a year or two later. Okay. I'm saying, I think
he handles it dope now. You don't feel me? He just handles it dope. He's still doing what he do. He raising his kid. He happy. He making money. So all them questions don't really matter no more. And you could tell when it mattered because you like learning how to handle something like this.
Yeah.
I feel bad. Like, yeah, of course what he went through, like with the lady, but like he's so young and in transition, he had to grow out of that and trust, his homeboys. Like you figuring out how to like get past that moment. Now you and her cool again. He's in his 20s. I'm 38. So you ask me and I'm 25, I'm probably gonna be a lot more volatile, angry because like I'm not processing. It's my first time. I fucked up. I'm trying to make it right. Me and her cool again. You still asking me. At 38, I can process and be like, man, you trying to get me to clickbait. At 25, I might be different. I might throw a chair out of a window at a building.
Right.
People don't put stuff in perspective. Like a lot of these kids or celebrities that be going through it, think about it, dog. If you gave me that much money at 19,
and that much,
dog, listen, and people like, oh, this at 19, 18, 17, I'm one of the top people in the world by 24, and people act like you're supposed to have all this like, what do you call it? This exude this whole this couth of way you're supposed to live and this hierarchy of living and be great. Nah, you was piece of shit. Some of y'all at 22, 23. Some of y'all was hoeing. Some of y'all was drunk, getting arrested, blacking out. And he could do something and get afford to get out. It's like people go through shit. Justin Bieber was doing cartwheels in a rich neighborhood doing donuts. And people like, oh my God, look at Justin Bieber. Bitch, if you had $200 million at 19 and you could afford any car you want to, I'm doing donuts because I'm living. I'm not going to do it at 30, but fuck y'all be acting like these 20-year-olds supposed to be acting like 40-year-old adults because they got money.
Yeah.
No, they living, they bumping their head. It just cost them more because they got more, money. And I don't know. Listen, do I think, I hope, him and Chris and Rihanna cool now. Of course, nobody agree with it. They cool now. What you still asking the question for? You just being a dick now for asking the question.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is delicious.
It could be.
Tap in, goddammit.
Tap in, goddammit. So, have you switch subjects? Have you smelled Erykah Badu's pussy?
What?
She has a incense it's called Pussy. You haven't heard about this?
No.
Erykah Badu has an incense that you could light it and it's supposed to be the fragrance of her pussy. It's called I think it's Erykah Badu's Badussy or something like that. You haven't heard about this? Google it. I follow her on Instagram, so that's why I know about it. But yeah, it's everywhere. It's sold out. Like she has a fragrance that smells like her pussy. And you haven't smelled Erykah Badu's pussy. You haven't smelled this? I really want to know what it smells like. I really want to. I really want to know what it smells like.
You know, dog. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. Details finest, baby.
You being serious?
I'm being dead serious. You can look it up.
I don't doubt it. I haven't heard it.
Yeah, you can look it up. It's called.
She's selling the fragrance. Well, first of all, she's not. You niggas are buying because it's when you light the incense, you think you're smelling Erykah Badu's vagina?
That's what it is. That's what she's selling it.
You know what's crazy? There's an entrepreneur right now thinking to themselves, how can I make some money? And they are up tirelessly writing treatments, and they are doing all they can. They are banging pots and pans trying to get a beat together.
Beating pots and pans.
And they're like, damn, I'm gonna figure this out. And then you read Erykah Badu selling sense of a pussy and then sell it out.
Look,
and
read it.
Erykah Badu.
Read it out loud. Read it.
Erykah Badu's new incense will smell like her vagina.
Yes.
The people deserve it.
Yes. I'm dead serious. Erykah Badu's pussy. She should have did a cologne though. That's what she should have did, a cologne, not an incense. You know what I'm saying? You got to spray it on you. For women who want to smell like Erykah Badu's pussy.
Erykah Badu's new incense will smell like her vagina.
Yes. Telling you, she should have came out with a perfume. Women would have bought that shit up like crazy. You know what I mean? Right after the shower, just 2 little squirts. I'm telling you.
You know what's crazier than reading this headline?
What?
Is the meeting they had where she said, hey, I got an idea. I think I want to do an incense. And, well, Erykah, everybody's got an incense. No. Mine's going to smell different.
Yes.
How can you ensure that?
Tell us more, Erykah.
It'll smell like my vagina.
Oh, that's good.
Erykah, are you sure?
Yes.
Eric, and then she'll say, the people deserve it. And then someone said, well, then bottle it up.
Put that on a T-shirt and let's go.
And she's selling now.
Sold out. She sold it out.
That's the American dream.
Yes. To have your pussy
in
everybody's house.
Donte, listen up.
That's the American dream.
I need everybody listening to listen up. This is the American dream. Our president is trying to get impeached. We're on the verge of war, right? They're trying to see what we're doing, right? Erykah said, I don't have time for all of that. I can get this bag if I make incense that smells like my pussy.
Yeah.
That is the American dream. That is minding your business and sticking to your goal sheet.
That's it.
And saying, I need to make a bag. Why don't you go make a song? You got something. I did that.
I did that already,
I did that already.
You know what? You know what market that ain't been hit?
But how do you even know that is a market?
Incense?
That's just confidence at an all-time high to say.
That's Baduism.
No,
baby.
it's like, I should sell this. It should be like, she got to be like, you know what? If I kept this to myself, that's sinful.
Listen, the only people who knows exactly what it smells like is Common, Ren, Andre 3000, who else?
What if they got it and smelled the incense like, hey, I just smell like
they can vouch for like.
That's the only, listen, you ready? That's the only way I would buy it. Is it that if they had a sample testing and Andre 3000 and 3 other dudes that know what it really smells like be like, that's not it. Like, all right, they're like,
I heard they were.
That's it.
I heard they were part of the testing.
Crazy.
They were part of the testing process to be like,
man. Hey, listen, get your money and however you can. That is weird for me. I would. That's weird.
Why is that weird though?
I thought you was playing.
No.
How's it weird that she's selling vagina and incense? I think that's rhetorical.
It's called marketing.
No,
you think it's really
genius.
It's
I'm not
genius.
saying it's bad.
Yeah, it's marketing.
That's genius.
It's probably then like I wonder, can you get them from like barbershops? Like, you know, when you buy other incense,
Here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Where you buy
is the market to men?
I don't know. That's a good question.
If you using incense is to cover up a smell.
Make sure you stay in the camera though.
My bad. If you using incense, it's to cover up a smell, right? I smoke weed. I throw incense to cover it up.
Yeah.
So if I smoke weed, I cover it up with
incense with pussy. Erykah Badu's
So
pussy.
if I smoke in my hotel, I like this. This how good it better be. If I smoke in my hotel, I don't want the fine, and I light some Erykah Badu incense, and they come in, they be like, "Smells like you've been
having sex
with Erykah Badu specifically."
Yes, it felt like.
Yes.
Has Erykah Badu been here?
You know what's crazy?
That's dope though.
If it's selling out, what if your mama bought it and didn't know? Your mama bought some incense. Like, I got some Erykah Badu incense. It was on. I got it. I love her music. You like, mama don't like that.
Yeah, don't like
what
that.
You mean? I'm dying to see what it smell like. I hope it smell like a music. It smell like a hit. Mama, what?
But Erykah Badu is so dope though. Like, she's the only one that can pull this off.
Oh, it's like a Prince effect.
Yeah,
like Prince is so dope, he does stuff nobody else could do. Definitely. Listen, I'm gonna get a 6-pack when I get home.
The only place you could buy them is on her website though. That's the only place where you could buy them. But you know the crazy thing is?
The crazy thing is that she's not. You know, it's not her. You know, it's just some smell.
No,
you think she takes a strand every time she puts it in a jar?
But no. But yes, she might. She might.
Come on, we're selling out. Give me a minute. Shit.
Yeah, I heard. Never mind.
16 more bottles. Oh.
Here's the thing, though. What if people are bootlegging it? That's even
funny.
crazy.
This don't smell like Erykah Badu. Man, this. I got a joke, but I can't say it. Damn it.
Say it. What is the joke, man? Say the joke. This don't smell like Erykah Badu. This smells like who? Say it.
You feel it in, people? That's how you do comedy. You take something, you give a good analogy. This don't smell like Erykah Badu, pussy. This smells like.
Say the fucking joke.
Tell you when we say cut.
Oh shit. Give my fucking phone, man. Give my phone. Oh,
that is crazy, dog. That's crazy.
I think that's dope, though, man.
Is that James?
Is that James? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm doing a podcast and I can't pick up my phone. I'm professional. Go ahead. Sorry.
What's the damn deal, man?
Hey, dog. I miss you, man.
I miss you too, dog.
Like, I don't know if you got dog, dude. Listen, for those that don't know, man, like she asked me off camera. I know Donte for a very long time, man.
James Davis, hey, what's up, baby?
Hey, what's up, man?
Where my mic at?
What's up?
Where my mic at?
What's up?
Check 1 2 1 2.
What's up, man? What's up?
What's up?
Listen, this is called Tap In. Donte asked you a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Hold on.
Donte was like, man, so how's your mama? How you feel about Dwayne Wade's son?
Hold on, let's pause. We about to pause.
No, we don't pause nothing. We don't. No. Run it.
We're not
run it. No.
I gotta get the mic set up.
Run it.
I gotta get the mic set up.
Well, you got run it. Run it.
Commercial timeout.
I put it on Instagram Live, but
and we're back. We're back.
And we're back.
Got James Davis in the building. What's up, James?
Hey man, I'm ready for the hard hitting questions. You know, I heard it goes 60 minutes. Barbara Walters.
Listen, it goes down on Tap In.
All right,
it goes down.
So,
Chris Hype Randle, what's up, baby?
Listen, I'm here. I came to watch. I don't want.
What you mean you came to watch?
No, you gonna answer these tough questions like I had.
No.
How you feel about abortions?
It's a good question.
Donte will trick your ass. Hey, what you doing? Come downtown real quick. We're gonna get on the mic, talk a little shit. All right, bet. So, man, World War III, which side are you on? Donte, man. Cancer, how you feel about it? Goodness gracious. Tap In. It's a podcast called Tap In, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hey, I got 3 people on live, my Instagram Live.
No,
I said thank y'all for tuning in.
Did you?
Listen.
Tap In. It's called Tap In.
Yeah, but
He been drinking, so he didn't know that he said it.
Okay,
He's slurring.
I'll give it to him.
Oh, look.
So No, this is what I was asking when y'all walked
Clayton
in.
Thomas, man, what's up, bro? I'm doing Donte
Hey,
comedy
bro,
podcast.
You're interviewing. Let him. Hey,
Yes.
all right. You're not
So-
supposed to talk to people on live while you on a podcast.
Exactly.
They're supposed to watch you.
Sorry, I didn't know we were live.
So this is what I was asking Sydney when y'all walked in. Have you guys smelled Erykah Badu's pussy?
the incense.
Have you guys smelled it? You guys haven't heard about this?
If they've smelled it
I'll
just
be
on
honest.
regular and didn't
I
tell
have
me,
not,
we're not
I
friends
have
no more.
not smelled it, but I was interested to see how the perfume smelled.
It is.
You smelled it?
I haven't smelled it yet. I would love to, but it's like it's sold out, so you can't even buy it right now.
So like,
Did you hear what he said, James? It's sold out.
yeah, sold out.
That means when it hit the market, niggas said, I gotta have it.
But she's on that tier of women. She's like an all-time Hall
Absolutely.
of Fame like crush.
Right. Okay, but
Absolutely.
my thing is, listen, I think it's genius. But do you
Beyonce-
really think it's her pussy? You really think it's her pussy you're smelling?
I think you know how movies are like based on a story. I don't think it's 100% her pussy smell, but I think it's.
But if Liv,
I think it's based on events that happened in her pussy.
Absolutely, I agree. I agree.
I think there's some inspiration from her actual pussy smell that's in there.
It gotta be.
They probably
Why couldn't she make a butter?
Butter ain't selling. Butter is not
So
selling.
you want her pussy smell on your bread, not your skin.
I don't know, man. I don't because
It's got to be legendary. It's like her pussy it's got to be legendary, like for her smell to make it through all the chains of command that it gets to release a perfume.
Man,
You know,
seriously.
I go back to butter.
oh, you
The sin is cool, but imagine you eating like what it tastes like. Yeah, you ain't gonna believe this.
hey,
I didn't know this was the thing.
Sorry.
I just
No,
take
no, no.
niggas to school.
there's this place called Stevie's. They got peach collar butter.
Listen,
right?
dog.
And the butter is butter, but it tastes like it got a little bit of peach in it.
Yeah.
So
You had that flavored butter on your
and
roll. You're like, oh, what butter is this?
strong. It wasn't strong peach, but it was enough to be like, there's a hint of peach in this butter.
Yeah.
Listen,
And
if
like-
she sold butter, dog, I would cook. Never mind.
Nobody want butter. Niggas want incense.
I want to taste.
Niggas want incense. You want a taster.
I know. I said taste her.
What did
I
you
said,
say?
I want to taste if I want to. I don't want an incense.
What do you want? What do you?
I don't want an incense.
What do you
Low
want?
key, low key.
I'm gonna
like,
smell something and be
yeah,
like, then what?
It's low key. Okay. Do you ever want to smell the pussy, or do you want to
Let's
eat
be
the
honest.
pussy? Right.
Well, if your homeboy, Dante, if you came to me and was like, dog,
Makes-
last night she was so naked, she was so ready, and she let me smell it. I'm like, you're the weirdo.
Yeah.
It's Skittles.
I'm
Taste
saying
the rainbow.
If she's making money off incense, she could be goddamn Amazon.
Okay.
If she put it in butter.
Okay.
She-
So bet. Pitch. What are you splitting on the market for people to eat that smells like Erykah Badu? Pitch it right now. Pitch it.
You like to eat healthy, you like to eat fat, you like to butter. You need butter for everything. You need butter bread, you need butter to bake.
You're-
Hey, I got something.
That's
that
not what you were
tastes-
asking,
and
right?
butter. I'm pitching right now.
But you're not. He asked you. Okay,
Hey James,
we already,
right now, clock out. Hey, James,
What?
Ask me the question. When you let him answer. Let him answer his question.
you
then
saying
answer
how
me
would
the
you
question.
pitch butter?
No, that's
Oh, I didn't understand. What we not gonna do? It's not gang up on me.
No, I'm saying
You're
what
blowing
is
the mic
the
out.
item that you would put on the market for people to eat that
me?
tastes no for everybody. If you're in a pitch meeting for Erykah Badu's pussy,
yeah. Oh.
what item are you bringing?
Can I
Say, hey,
rephrase the question?
Salt.
go ahead.
Put it in
Yeah,
salt. Put it in
good.
salt.
A salt.
Put it in salt.
Like
Salt.
seasoning salt.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
Badu pussy salt.
Yeah, nigga, you put it in everything. Hey, give me that fried chicken. What we got? Laura's? Ooh, not fuck Laura's. Give me that Badu salt.
Hey, welcome to Mastros. We have an aged wagyu with a hint of Badu pussy salt, dry rub.
Ooh, hello. Ooh, dry rub? Are you kidding me? She not tapping into real money. She doing incense. If you put it in food,
I would
that's
pitch
why that's what we did. We
peach.
did a plant and we said we'll put it in water, lemonade, teas. We'll put it in foods and people's like, oh
Can
my god.
Can I pitch one?
I would
Go
pitch
ahead.
a peach.
Ice cream.
Ooh, Erykah Badu ice cream pussy.
Pussy ice cream. Pussy ice cream. How do you eat ice cream? Like you eat pussy?
One lick at a time. Oh,
I would put it in peach cobbler.
What is it? What I mean, what ingredient in peach cobbler? I mean,
The same ingredient in her incense.
I got it.
I would heat up peach cobbler and be like, what's it taste like? You really want to know?
We use a special glaze.
listen,
I'm struck.
This.
This whole idea. How long has this been around? When did this drop?
He just told me about it while I was on the podcast. He
I
said,
heard about it.
He said,
You heard? Did you?
Yeah.
no, listen, he told me, he said, I see you lying. He said, Erykah Badu is selling her pussy and incense.
look, it's a real thing.
Who
This is
else
a real
is that
thing.
find that their
Chris.
pussy is for sale? The smell of it.
Dog. think about
Nobody.
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 Every entrepreneur I said trying to, like, damn, what could I invent? What could I do?
Listen.
And she's like, I'm gonna sell my
Beyonce just
pussy.
released the Ivy Park collection. You know what's not in it? You know what's not in that box?
Incense.
Incense of her pussy. Okay? Only Badu can do some shit like that.
Endorse it, or they just call it that?
No, that's the name of it. That's the name of it. It's called Badussy or something like that.
Badussy?
That's what it's. That's what it's called. It's called Badussy.
Is it on her website?
Yes, you can only buy it from her website.
You crazy? What's the website? You stupid. You lying? What's the website called?
BaduWorldMarket.com.
You dumb. Spell
Wow.
it. You dumb. You let's spell it because you lying. Spell it if you ain't lying.
That's crazy. There's already 2 in my bin.
That's crazy.
Seriously,
That is crazy.
that is dope though. I
Why
think
didn't you
it's
have
genius.
it as a gift for your guest?
Why do you think it's
They are sold out.
Why do you think it's dope? Like, what is it? Tell me what you.
Because for a long time, Erykah Badu has had this thing over her where anybody who she has sex with, they automatically either change their style, they change their clothes, they did. So it was this whole mystery around her vagina, her pussy. And so now for her to put it on the market as a smell, as an incense,
You like that?
it's fucking genius.
That sounds like witchcraft.
No. What? Witchcraft?
I said she was making jars
That
like
sounds
go.
like witchcraft.
Why would you do witchcraft?
We had 20
He
orders
said
coming today.
She has something on her that is then put on other people. That sounds.
You can't bang the table, you're on the podcast.
That sounds like voodoo.
Huh? Voodoo?
You know, it's a hood nigga listening right now. Well, then shit.
Going, huh? She's making other people change their style from interaction with her.
Chris,
And you like,
she's
huh?
selling the pussy in the goddamn incense.
But
That's it.
and I think that's just more of a testament on how dope she is as a woman. That listen,
And how
if
good she is at sex.
yes, that too, you know what I mean. But not just the sex. It's like
Yeah, the whole
You know what the funny joke
Yeah.
is? Never mind.
what
No. What's the funny joke, Sid?
nigga just spilling shit.
First of all, the viewers don't know that. Oh, we're on camera.
Yeah.
My close up. Sorry.
yes. They pull this, take this shit away
How
from.
much is the incense?
I don't even know. That's a good question. Let's go to the website.
Priceless. No.
Let's go to the website, man.
I'm telling you, she charging not enough.
I mean, if
She
it's
probably
sold
did a
out,
test run. Let me see if these hoes. Let me see if these niggas buy it.
right.
Erykah, you're sold out.
How many sticks in each pack? Like, what we talking about?
Man, let's see. Hold on. Let's see.
The joke is, what incense wouldn't you buy?
What would be too much? What would be like? I ain't paying that for that.
$1 million.
I bet.
Niggas spend.
Honestly,
Nigga, if you
anything
spend
over-
$1,500 for a bottle in the club,
Yeah.
I bet.
Anything
Oh,
over
1,500?
anything over $200. 200.
200? Is it how?
If
know what
it-
she should
if-
do?
If it
One
hit
pack? This is one pack.
the big bottle.
What? They come in bottles? I guess I've never bought incense before. Does it come in a bottle?
They
It's
come
not
in like
incense.
they're like 12 in the
Is
like
it
12
incense?
sticks.
I
It's
thought it was
incense.
perfume.
No, it's incense.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said so. Like, if you smoking weed in your room in the hotel, and you bring, and then security come in like, it smells like Erykah Badu's pussy in here.
I don't even know shit.
Hey,
Wait
no
a minute.
smoking in your hotel room. You're not slick. I know you tried to coat it with that Badu pussy smell. I'm no rookie, okay? I know some Badu pussy smell when I smell it. I have some at home. That'd be the
You
funniest.
get pulled over by the cops, sir. You been smoking in the car?
Damn, man.
No, but Erykah just left.
No, but I've been fucking Erykah Badu.
Yeah, it doesn't say the price. It just
Why am I only
says sold
giving you a
out.
warning right now? Why am I only giving you a warning? I don't know.
It just says sold out.
Badu pussy.
So here's
20 sticks a box.
20 sticks.
20 sticks a box.
20 sticks?
Does it say?
It don't even say the price.
That's
It says
dope.
20 sticks come in a box.
It's 99 cents, like Apple Music.
A subscription. You gotta get a subscription.
Oh,
That's crazy.
See,
You get your monthly subscription of
that's
Badu.
that's what money is. Prescription, subscriptions.
Oh shit. Yo, here's what I want. I want to touch on something. James,
Why James? Why
'Cause
not
James.
Chris? Why not me?
He yelled.
because this is something that I want to know about. James, you really knew Nipsey, right?
Yeah.
How did you meet him? How did you come in contact with him?
So I shot Baraka Flock of Flame on
Okay.
Arlington and Slauson. In
Okay.
the middle of 60s hood. And so
Yeah.
What's 60s hood? What does that mean?
60
Yes.
Crip neighborhood in South Los Angeles. And so after that went viral, my boy who I shot the video with, he went in, he was by the store and he met Nip and told him we shot the video, and he was like, yo, that's dope. Like, yo, like y'all good around here. Like, because, you know, we like hood adjacent. Like, we from Slauson, but we were like, he lives off
Y'all was on the other side of Slauson.
yeah, not like that deep.
Yeah.
We'd be around there. Actually, at
West
the time,
LA.
he lived on that street, Arlington. But like, we don't bang. Like, so like, but he was saying y'all good, and then he was just that dude. Like, he just recognized that we were people from his neighborhood, same age, just trying to do shit, just trying to grind, and so he invited us to his studio that he would work out of. Like near downtown, it was on the street called Alvarado, and this is before he got his like major. He was like working at like major studios, but he had like an office, and it was a studio, but also where like he had his whiteboard up, like a little hub, and so we would go there and we would chill with him, do push-ups, smoke. He would give us books to read, and we would chill with him and his producer Rollo.
Straight up.
I was there. I would be there while he would be recording songs, like from the Crenshaw mixtape or the one right before, like that mixtape where it was like the first song is Love, where it's like fake niggas don't show me love. I
kind of remember that.
Well, like pretty much like he was finishing up a mixtape, so like literally, and this is during the time when I didn't really have nobody who was like older like bigger comedians who was really like bringing me under.
I'm clearing something out of my throat.
This is okay. So like this, the homies that I had at the time in comedy were literally like Sydney and Chris Spencer. But like Chris is a very busy big homie,
right?
So it's like he's not like your everyday mentor type person.
Right.
Like everybody it seemed like comes to LA and they have like a older comedian homie like Tony Rock or Earthquake or somebody. But like when you're from LA, you're just there. There's no like other people assume you're good or whatever. So like Nip was like, and I think he's a year younger than me, but he was the person who was like the big homie. And like from hanging out with Nip in his office, I was like, yo, I need to have my own office.
Yeah.
And I would peep like, oh, he has a whiteboard with all these goals, like, and like, yo, I'm not fucking with Complex right now because they did this or whatever, but like just a mapped out goal. Like he gave us the book Laws of Branding or all like just like, and this is like he just giving us books, offering us free weed, just literally like a big homie, and he's a year younger than me, just showing love. And so we were there and we would just post there until finally we got our own office, and then from there like. I just got back kind of on my grind, and I wouldn't kick it as much. But then when it was time for me to do my show, I called him up, and he did an episode of my show.
Yeah, I remember that.
We would always just run into each other. Like I'd write for the Hip Hop Awards, so I might run into him in Atlanta and see him and Fats at like a STK dinner for like Jeezy or Ludacris, and it was just like somebody where it was almost like a teammate, like where like we both from LA and we both doing it. Like like, low key, like my show came out. And I felt like I was putting on for LA, and I wanted him to be on the Hood Pass sketch originally, but he wasn't available. So that's how Stevie J got to that position.
Oh, okay.
But then when his album came out, it was like dope. It was like, all right, now it's Nip's time to like shine, like, and we both like was grinding off Sloss in 2010. Look at it. So like, yeah, it was like a LA like teammate. You know what I'm saying? Like a teammate / mentor. But it's just like. All those stories you hear of like dope stuff he did, like I was just one of those people he did dope shit for too. So like every story is like 100% true about that dude. Like out of the goodness of his heart, he'll bring you into his circle just because you a young black man and in the hood trying to make it, and tell you books to read, how to get your money, and give you a place to grind.
Yeah,
just all that. So like that's why all the respect and King Nip, King Ermias, like Nipsey Hussle the Great, like all well earned. It's not like after death clout. Like he really is that dude in L.A. So like for like
that's dope.
For some of us, like that dude is just he's there like a Quincy Jones or a Jerry Buss or anything like that.
That's dope, man. I named my podcast after listening to it. Yeah. I named my podcast after watching an interview him, and for some reason the way he just said it, like he tapped in with me, and you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. And I was like, that's the name. That's gonna be the name. You know what I mean. Yep. So I just like I seen Nip one time in L.A. And then when I had to do community service at this little group home, I remember seeing his posters like on the wall inside the group home. It was like 2008, I think. It was like early. And then that's when he was starting to get in like the early, he looked like Snoop Dogg and all that shit. Mm-hmm. I remember, and I was like, damn. But one thing I was mad at, I was out with a girl, and we was at 24 in Hollywood. And after we got up and finished eating, I seen Nip, but he was with some other chick, and I was like, I didn't want to fucking go and disturb his meal and shake his hand, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I just gave him like a what's up, and I was like, damn, I wish I could have like shook his hand and been like, yo, I'm a fan or something, you know what I mean? Just to have that interaction with him. But I was like, fuck, it fucked me up when he got shot and all that shit, man.
Yeah, no, that was bad. I mean, I got a text from like one of my like close friends, mentors, who actually was like a showrunner on my show, and she told me before like the news outlet said he got shot, and I was just like, I was like, I just put this random post like pray for Nip, like, and then
damn. Did you know Idris too, the tech dude that used to be with him?
Nah, I don't know Idris. I've done my research though, but I don't really know Idris like that.
Oh, okay, all right. Didn't mean to bring the mood down, but
hey,
but I always.
But the marathon does continue.
Absolutely. I always wanted to like fucking like after this, like what books did he put you on? You said The Laws of Marketing.
Yeah, it's a big orange book called like Branding, like The Laws of Branding. That was a major book that he put me onto, and the other book that he read that inspired him to.
Contagious. I bought Contagious. Because I seen him saying that shit in the interview long time ago.
But I mean, he had a small library in that studio office area. So like it was
in Burbank, right?
No, this one the one that I went to was like near downtown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is like the early humble studio. That it wasn't even a studio. It was like an office they made into a studio.
Oh, okay.
I need some better friends. Don't nobody offer me books to read.
Sydney, you could read Contagious.
I've definitely given you books.
Now he want credit. Now he's giving me books. I'm not gonna lie to you. James has it.
Oh, okay. What books have James gave you? Have you read them though?
Which question do you want me to answer?
Both. Come on, man. Both. Have you read them?
Do you feel like
have you read them? They're not even on camera. They don't know who you're talking about.
Yes.
Which ones have you read, Sydney?
To Save a Kitten. No, I'm joking.
What's that about?
To Save a Cat is a.
What is that about?
It's a writing book. You want to know something? I thought about when you said somebody gave you a book. You remember James DeBose? My first writing job, 2000.
James DeBose, I know that name.
2009, Hell Day. He wrote Hell.
Oh, yeah.
So it was our first job, like as a writer, like when it get me out of waiting tables. He gave me the book 48 Laws of Power. Mm-hmm. I swear to God, I read the first law. It was like never outshine your master.
You're like, got it.
I gave him the book back the next day. He said, what's that? I said, I don't believe in the first law. He said, what? He's like 6'6", like big dude. I said, so if I'm funnier than the person in front of me, I'm not supposed to act like it? I was an immature, funny nigga. I was like, so I don't agree with that first law. I'm going to be funny all the time. I'm not going to suppress my funny for no nigga. He said, Sydney, read the book. I said, I literally said, I said, no, I'll read the Bible if I want to learn something. And he said, okay, Sydney. And like, I'm a hard head. Like,
Sydney's
yes,
so hard-headed.
Wiz.
Sydney read that first law. He's like, oh, so what he want me to do made it personal. He want me to listen to this head writer who think he's funnier than me. No,
listen,
I'm going to be out here.
I was immature. I was like, that law means suppress your funny.
I can't win.
That's all I heard. Suppress your funny. No.
That's not what that means.
I was immature.
That's not what that means.
So they don't want me to be great? Is that what they're saying? First law, 48 laws of power. Don't be great, nigga.
I was like, why is this a bestseller? The first 10 words make no sense.
Oh shit. Let me ask y'all this. What do y'all think about what the two niggas who's made songs, what do y'all think about comedians making music?
I was like, I have made music, sir.
You made music too, Chris?
He can sing. He's the talent.
He's the
He can
best
sing.
actual
He can
music
sing.
What song? What song? I haven't heard it. What song?
What song?
Song.
I just want to know. I've known Chris down near almost 8 years now.
What's the SoundCloud?
38, nigga. So
What song?
Chris will say, first of all, if I cursed, I'd be like, bitch, I make music. Okay.
I know his wife sings.
For the two.
I know his wife sings.
His wife can sing. I remember his wife can go. I'll just say that. I don't put nobody out there.
We can answer the question.
I just put some respect on the third singer.
Chris, do sketches, my nigga. Don't play Chris.
No, I'll go first since you didn't ask it to me, but still, I'll answer the question. No, I don't. It's no thing on me. Do whatever you want to do. Like if it's all about money, you want to make your money, then make your money. As long as it's good.
Okay.
Then make the song, whatever.
Okay.
What was the question?
What do you think about comedians making music now?
Oh, the entertainment industry now, you have to do everything. Anybody who's just locked into one thing, you're not trying to get your bag. So if you can make good music, make it. Yeah. It's not this. The music industry right now. My bad. It's not like you drop an album. Like everybody's gonna listen to 12 songs at a time. If you can make a hit, make a hit. Yeah. If you already got a following, if 100,000 people think you funny, they're gonna listen to your song. And if 50,000 of them like it, and then 20,000 of them buy it, that's a quick little hustle. Yeah. So why not?
You know what's crazy? It's like if you have the following, you have the freedom to do anything you want to do.
Because you already got an audience.
I have an audience. I want to put out a song that somebody always wanted to do. My audience loves me. They'll accept this version of me because they know I'm just joking around. It's not even.
No, what I'm speaking of is not joking around. I'm saying people like Lil Duval.
But Lil Duval is not. He's making hits. He's making good content.
DC Young Fly.
DC Young Flies are not. I don't look at him as a sketch. That's a real artist.
That's what I'm saying. Like
He
he's
can
making
really sing.
serious.
Yeah,
That's what I mean. He's making serious music.
It's like basketball. He can't just shoot. He could dribble. He could block out. He got a triple threat. I have to be really funny.
Okay.
I cannot sing.
Okay.
Okay. I have to go hard at this shit.
Yeah.
Because there's DC Young Flies.
Yeah.
Who will get up and rap and then sing a R&B song and bitches will love it. I have to write jokes because I don't have that gift that they have. Mm-hmm. But that's fucking dope that they're able to use all their gifts. Why tap into one gift? Let me find another gift and see if I don't tap in that bitch. I mean, you got your mind and think I must limit myself because you think I'm supposed to just do comedy. I wish I could sing, my nigga. I would call DC and like, can I please
get a
24 hours a hook? But I know my limit. I have to be funny.
I'm glad there was video so people could see that little neck roll you did when you sang. Because the neck roll was trying to compensate for the lack of the actual singing.
Yeah.
I got to pee.
Let me tap into another gift like he's gonna find he didn't know.
Yeah.
I can make pizza. I have no idea.
I can cook.
Let me find out.
But you got to throw everything at the wall. Shoot.
Yeah,
Because as someone with multiple gifts,
Someone with multiple gifts.
It's like you
speak on it.
You just
modern day aficionado.
and you have access to so many talents. You just throw them all at the wall. Some stick, some fall. You know. Sometimes you get a bag. Sometimes you get hate. Who cares? But you just keep on throwing it. You know.
Listen, James.
Yeah.
Look, James looks like, hey, nigga. Hey.
What is he about to say? What you about to say?
I mean, on the slick low, the nigga already crossed the line once.
What I'm saying?
But it was so fast that nobody will ever really know. So go on, see it.
Go speak your mind,
serious,
man.
speak
Speak your mind. Go ahead, speak your mind, man.
No,
You gonna tell me how I thought I was a rapper?
Listen, James can rap better than me. Right?
Okay.
It's just what it is. I don't care. It's cool. He can rap. James had, for like a point, James was like, hey, Sid, what's up? I think I'm going to go in the studio and make some music. I was like, oh, okay, like what? Like some sketches? I'm going to really make some music. I was like, okay. So James went through a phase where he was like listening to like tracks. He was like, what you doing? I'm in the studio. And I'm like, what you doing? What sketch you making? Oh, nigga.
Not sketchy.
I'm listening to beats. I was like, all right. So then, like,
Ain't no
so
jokes,
then, like,
nigga. Ain't no
yo,
jokes. This is fire.
I came to his crib or whatever. I forgot where you let me first hear. No, you came to my crib, right? It was in
I
your
don't
car
remember.
somewhere, and he was like, hey, yo. Listen.
It was your crib. It was your crib.
Yeah,
I
he's like,
remember,
hey, I want to listen to something. I was like, oh, was this a sketch? No. Stop disrespecting me. This is art. Like,
This is
This is art. That's how I felt. I was like, hey, bro,
listen, listen.
I'm the next baby face.
Yeah, listen. You know how before we got started, you said, Sydney, that's not funny, right?
yeah.
I love you. I could tell from that point on. You're like, I'm a lay low on them jokes. Right? When James played for me, he was looking at me like, nigga, like, I tapped in this. Tell me how you feel about it. I was like, I remember like,
I put a little hard in this one.
I
I'll be
said,
honest.
yo, dog, it was so fun. I said it's good. I said the hook, the part of the hook, maybe do da, but it's just dope. He's like, okay. Then like 2 weeks later, I remember, yo, James, what's up? He goes, I don't know what I was thinking, man. I think I'm done with that whole
Hey, music it's one thing, like a joke, like you go on stage, you get your ha-ha-has, but you be like, there's something in that. 3 people listen to a song like that voice, you be like, I don't think I'm good.
I'm too rich not to spend it.
I know.
I don't think I'm good, guys. I have received no feedback that lets me know. No one said, another one. Bring me back another one.
Nobody hated DJ Khaled.
Right? No one said, you know what? I got somebody who might want to play this.
Oh, man.
Like, remember your prime gifts, James. The ones you did. Yep. All right. This ain't.
But listen, but you're talking to a person who like made Baraka Flocka. So to me, like you make
Nigga.
skate when it comes to like comedy and using your gift as far as like using it in that lane and what your real, in my opinion, what your real gift is, you can tap in. But when you try to be if the gift isn't being like a real artist, maybe the gift is being comedic. I can make things funny, and that's fine.
One thing Nip said is, if you ain't got the stories to tell that we care about, don't do it. I ain't got the stories. Deep late night at the 17th hole, nigga.
Trying to get a birdie off.
You know
Niggas
what?
tried to not let me into my private school. Mama had to trap a little harder. Financial aid, nigga. Oh, liberal arts college is where they took me. Murder was a case that they gave me an essay to write about.
You gotta show ID to get into my crib.
The crazy thing for me was seeing the before. I remember, what's that little spot? It's like a little open mic spot on Sunset.
Okay, swear to God, you ready? It was called
Sunset
Sunset Bar and Grill.
Sunset Bar and
When I
Grill.
showed y'all-
when he
Listen, dog.
showed us
Hey.
the Waka
Chris,
Flocka.
Can we talk about that?
Hey, listen,
Nigga.
on God, dog. He showed
And
me the
this-
video. I was like, the only thing I saw was it was a part where
You were like,
Barack,
you can't
listen,
do
listen,
this.
Barack Obama was smoking weed and Michelle was smoking weed.
I was like,
and James, when James show you something, James
like-
James is keyed in. He believe in it, and it's like his energy is like a nigga, like an artist. He's like, see, look,
yeah.
and he showed me, he's like, look, press play. Aesthetics, fucking dope.
Yeah.
Shot, fucking dope. Limo scenes, like the beat. I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit. I'm the head of the motherfucking state, nigga. But you think, nigga. I was like, you got a fucking hit. And then you show Barack going, and Michelle was like,
Ooh, yeah, that's what I was like. Oh, I don't know.
Listen, it hit.
I don't know.
It hit because Derek, my brother, he called me. He's like, James is funny. We was talking about this song. How you hear about it? Like online. Oh, it's viral.
Yes.
James called me and was like, Sid, I'm doing an interview today.
With Inside Edition.
He said, with Inside Edition. I said, don't go.
Yeah, he did.
Why
said,
you tell him not to go?
It's a setup. I said, they coming after you. They trying to act like it's all good. They going to try to play you.
They did, too.
Nigga said, James, like, City, shut up. Right? Nigga went, watched the interview. They was like, James, Baraka Flocka. Proud moment. He proud he on TV. My hard work is right here.
Yeah.
James, so how do you feel about Barack Obama smoking weed in the video? And they like trying to play him like, and he was like, what? And I was like, I told you not to do this.
Oh damn! They try to spin you.
They try to spin, but I mean, you know, I went to college. I was articulate about.
I went to college.
You know, they can't get me. You know, I had something well spoken to say, but they definitely were like, "Do you feel like you're negatively portraying the president or negative stereotypes, or do you think people will think?" And I was like, if anybody believes that that's really Barack
Obama, right?
And Michelle Obama, then we got bigger issues than my parody video.
Yeah.
If you thought that was real, like that was, because it's not. It's comedy. It was just
right.
Like, and then I was like, we've been making fun of presidents since
forever.
Since presidents. Yeah. But yeah, no,
that shit was dope. Because
I remember that day because I showed it. And I remember people being like a little like, "Ooh, James." And I was like, maybe I shouldn't. But that kind of whenever that happens, I'm like, you know what? Then it might be really good if people are kind of scared.
Yeah.
Plus, I had nothing to lose. You know.
And I think at the time it was only like half edited.
Yeah.
When you showed us. And I was like, yo, this shit look dope. I was like, this nigga got limos and shit. Niggas got a full black suit on. He got like security with him. Like, this is like a budgeted video this nigga had.
I watched it again not too long ago and I felt the same way. I was like, because when you look at it, you see, if you understand even the smallest thing about production, you know, this took a whole lot of shit. This took a whole lot, like, wardrobe, even if it was just your own suit, like I was like, yo, like,
right,
not a sunroof, and I was like, yo,
yeah, that's really what it was, because now everybody, you know, everybody's in their bathroom, where it's like it's very like just simple, and like we treated that like a full film, like for the limo shots. Like, we're not a film crew. That my boy was in front, was in the car ahead of the limos, his head out the window. Filming them coming down like a major street, like Washington or what is that? Arlington?
Like,
no, it's not Washington. If you Arlington, that's Arlington. Western.
No, it was Arlington. It was Arlington, but from the 10. Like all the way down. We took Arlington all the way down to Slauson, and we just were like head out. I wasn't even there. I was getting makeup caked on my face. Wow. That the worst thing about that is like people still to this day like, oh shit, that was you, because I'm a, like not light skinned.
Yeah,
you know, like
yeah.
So they think there's some light skinned like Barack looking dude out there. I'm like, no, that's me, just with my skin dried and caked up. And bringing on acne for the next month.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
They're like, why don't you do more Baracks? It's like, one, I don't want to shave all my facial hair off.
Definitely got to shave it.
Got to shave it all off and put a lot of extra credit all over my face.
Extra credit.
Oh, shit, man. So what else is up, man? What else y'all want to go into? This has been fun, though, man. I appreciate y'all for coming through, man.
I love you,
for
Donte.
Real. Love you too, man.
My real friend, I appreciate you.
Yeah, for real, man. We ain't
been together like this since Sid's wedding. Let's talk about Sid's wedding. That was fun,
nigga. Let's talk about it. So, how much did it cost?
Ballin', we fly.
Yeah, that shit was nice, Sydney.
Let's talk about all the things that
it cost a few arguments.
Okay.
The Matrix photo shoot.
Oh.
The circle?
Yeah, the little
if you ever wanted to feel like you were in a Bond opening credits, go to Sid's wedding. They had that camera there.
Hey, you ready for that? So that was like the wedding floral nigga was late. So he cost me money. So we supposed to start on time, whatever. So them people, when we was dancing, they came up to me like, well, we're done. The time is done if you want us to continue. And it was the height of everybody using it. So we're going to need a deposit. We're going to need some more money. So as I'm dancing, I had to hand Tracy my card to pay them to stay an extra hour and a half. So yeah, I'm enjoying my wedding, but it's like I never thought I would be the nigga like counting. Like James said something funny at the wedding. I was like, hey man, make sure y'all do the photo booth. Make sure y'all go play. James said, we get it. You spent all this money. You want us to make sure we're using it. Like I was like, please,
it was that energy. Like, hey. Y'all just dancing and drinking. Use the shit I paid for. Somebody go upstairs and play some fucking poker. Jeez, Louise.
Sir, why are you not dancing on the dance floor? Dance on the dance floor because it costs $1,000. So I need you.
Open bar, y'all. Open bar. Go get y'all something.
Yo, that shit was
Take
fun.
a picture. Another one.
Man, hold up, man.
That was
Man,
that
that
shit
shit was
hey,
fun as fuck.
If y'all love me, take a picture.
Yo, between me and you need to go take a picture.
You need to take a picture, okay? I need you to use all these everything.
Dog, like a dog.
Oh man, that
was
good.
dope, man. And just to see the people who flew out to Texas to be a part of that.
That was dope.
Yeah, that was dope,
really
man.
That was
dope.
What's cool about being in the entertainment industry is like being in situations like that and then realizing that everybody isn't in the entertainment industry. So then I be getting like happy for Sid, like, oh Sid, you know, like you look like that nigga right now.
Yeah.
You got Damon Wayans, you got Marlon Wayans. Like, I'm like, if I'm just a regular ass nigga, like Texas nigga, like you got celebs at your wedding,
Right,
Everybody
right.
popping like this.
To me, it was dope because it's like, look, I've been knowing some of the people for like, 12, 13 years.
Yeah.
So it was like a thing of like people I grew up with versus people I grew up with in LA. Like, you know what I mean? Like I grew up in Texas. I grew up in LA at 21. So all these people I've been knowing. So now y'all get to meet. For me,
Right.
it's like I get to meet. Regardless of like celebrity, it was like the course of my life, 2 generations of my life get to finally mesh and meet. Like in my comedy world, these are the niggas I've been dealing with. In my real life world of like whatever, these are my niggas, and y'all get to in a room, y'all get to chill. You know what I mean? I said kill. Yeah, y'all get to chill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was cool.
That's
That
dope,
was cool.
man. It was good to see both your worlds kind of collide and meet up, and everybody just chilling. You know what I'm saying?
And you could tell like the core people of that, like Chris, like Carlos Vincent, like Mo, all them. They not on some like, oh, that's such and such.
Yeah.
They on some like Fort Worth, like we just having a good time. Let's drink. That's cool. They here. That's what's up. You know what I mean? It's just the vibe of like we just like Carlos said the other day. He's like, I was talking to Sean Wayans the other day. He goes at your wedding. I was talking to Sean Wayans. He was so cool. I said Sean wasn't at my wedding. He was like, well, who was the young man that was just so humble? I said that was Damon Jr. He was like, he was just so complimentary of him, of how nice and cool he was. But that's the whole point to me. It was like, Carlos is so nice and cool. You get to see somebody I grew up with versus somebody in LA, and y'all see I hang out with the same kind of people, regardless if you see them on TV or not. It's the same brand of people. You know what
To
I mean?
me, Damon is like Eminem.
Damon Jr.?
Yeah, you don't really see Damon a lot. You know what I mean? To me, like I don't never really see him out. Like I'll see like Marlon everywhere, but Damon be just more chilling. He only come out when he need to. You know what I mean?
Damon cool because like to me, like James knowing better than I do. They went to school together. But like I met Damon at like 23, before Def Jam in 2008, like really grinding and stand up with him. He, his name was Kyle Green at first. Niggas, whatever.
Yeah.
Damon, all the niggas that be like trying to act like they got it or act like all this extracurricular for the gram or like stunt from a nigga who has it, he's never done that. Mm-hmm. Like D Jr. could look like he got $9 because he'll wear a hoodie if it look like from Target.
I remember when he
some
was
jeans but like just be a real solid, and that's the nigga you kick it to because he a cool dude,
right?
Versus like the other niggas who ain't even on that be fronting and be acting like it's like, you know what I mean?
Damon coming from money though, so to have it is like okay,
but
yeah.
But people come from money sometimes could be conceited, they could be arrogant, they could be on some I come from money.
Right.
They could stunt. They could do whatever.
But
you would never even know.
That's a testament to Damon Sr. though, because Damon Sr. is like, nigga, no, I'm rich, not you.
Or
I'm
just
rich.
the way he raised the nigga to not be so arrogant and conceited.
Yeah.
When it's niggas who don't have the accolades, and be acting on some other
I'm not
shit.
gonna let me not say just Damon Sr. That's probably his mom too. You know what I mean? Damon Jr.'s mom.
You've already disrespected his mom.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I
feel
want to
like
say like it's
you've already
it's
done
probably,
it. There's no editing on this podcast,
Yeah,
so I
it's
hope
probably-
they
it's
see you
probably-
when they see you for disrespecting his mom.
I don't feel that way.
Yeah.
You know what? What I like about Damon is that he don't. Everybody loves to announce what they working on, what they booked. He don't. To Sid's point, he don't announce that. You know, like Damon been booked and busy for the last decade.
Dog, dog.
But
when I waited real quick, when I waited tables, I remember thinking I had money because I used to make like $300 in a night. I was like, oh, I'm making money. And we went to Denny's. It was me, him, and somebody else. And I was like, I got it. And he was like, let me get it. I was like, no, nigga, I wait tables. And he was like, bro, he's like, I just booked a show. Like, it's cool, I got it. I was like, he's like, yeah, I got it. I appreciate you, but I got it. And he paid for the bill. Nigga, it was Denny's. But we was 23. So it was like, all right, and it was my wife, whatever. Yeah. But it was like a cool, humble ass nigga.
But yeah, because I think that's the one thing I learned. Because everybody else would be like, yo, I booked this pilot. I got a meeting. Yo, watch out.
I got a meeting that's big in L.A.
Yo, some things happened today that's just going to change the whole outlook of my journey, y'all. Stay tuned. Can't tell you yet. Watch out for details.
I hate when niggas do that. I hate when niggas do that.
Shit didn't happen.
Yeah. And you never see the results. You never see like what they was working on.
A callback. You know what I'm saying? It's like... But it's like
I can't tell you what it is right now.
But instead of just doing the work, right. Just doing the work, and like people like that just do the work. Even Marlon, it's like Marlon announces things, but in a very motivational. Like, you see me grinding, I'm at this point. You should be at your point, but we all still working hard. Like I'm still knocking out goals and stuff like that. But everybody else wants to be so shallow and announce some little move that like that's gonna like garner some kind of clout or respect from the world, and it's like nobody cares. For real, just make your paycheck. Yeah, until you're like that nigga, right? Like when you're Kevin Hart, then you could be like, I'm a comedic rock star. Yeah, you are. But like, if you're not that, then like you're just chill.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me compliment Marlon for 30 seconds. I love that big headed nigga. Like, working with Marlon, you could see why he's in the position that he's in, and some people be like, people work hard. Like, just being on the road and seeing his regiment of, like, I work out for an hour in the gym before I go on stage. I do 3 shows. I get up, I do press. He's writing movies. Like, he's doing a lot. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's one of the people you could really work with and learn. Like, you could really see the work ethic and see why he's been successful for so many years. It's like the stuff that's not even out, that he doesn't talk about, the stuff he's trying to get on, he puts 100% of effort in that. Is stand up. It's like he's always doing something where he naps in pockets because he's always working. So you sit there in yourself and you be like, damn. Like, for me, it was like, I got to get off the road with him because I love him and everything. I respect him, but I want to be in a position where I lead because I've taken it. But you look at him in like interviews, sleep, like how he lives, nigga, it's all a hustle. So you see why he's that successful, because you could see it. But the show at 7:30, cool. 4:30, I'm in the gym for an hour. Every show. Where at first you're like, okay, nigga. Every show, regardless how you feel about him, you can't say the dude don't work hard. You're like, all right, bet.
It's a reason.
That's all I'm gonna compliment you, nigga.
It's a reason.
I'm an asshole. Cut the mustache.
It's a reason why.
The movie's over.
So I say, hey, you rapped, right? Yeah. It's time to rap it.
It's a reason why it's not by chance that people are successful. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's a lot of hard work and grind that goes into it that people don't see.
People only like think hard work comes in like athletics. So like you see people going to a gym, lifting weights, all this athletic stuff to build muscle, jump ability, all this stuff. But in entertainment, the same kind of work ethic is necessary to sustain like a career to me.
Absolutely.
It got deep here and I brought it there.
Good. This is what tap in is. You know what I'm saying?
I'm ready to smoke.
Tapping in. All right, we're finna shut this shit down. Hey man,
who's gonna run us by some food?
Look now.
We can. Shit, we can.
Yeah, just run.
We can.
Who's gonna run us by? Hey Donte, is there a perk of running us by some food?
No.
Just no editing, huh?
No editing.
This is what y'all missed. This is all we covered. Erykah Badu's pussy, Dwayne Wade's situation.
Oh, I've got nothing.
We covered comedy.
Don't cut his dick off, man.
He's gonna have nothing.
Hey, you know what's funny about having funny friends?
Let's tap tap out before we get
Listen,
in trouble.
the other day, we were somewhere shopping, like I don't know our dress,
The mall.
and we was at the mall, and I was changing the dressing room, and all I heard him say was, "Come on, don't cut his dick off, man." Like it's people around, and he just kept saying that. I'm changing the clothes, laughing in the dressing room.
I'm high on my mind in the store.
Don't cut his dick off, man.
Don't cut his dick off, man. People trying on clothes around me and stuff. Yeah. Come on, man.
Hey, when this come out?
I don't know, man.
Hey, well, I've already headlined the Improv. Thank y'all for coming.
I'm not saying I agree with Boozy. I'm just saying it sounds hilarious.
Yo, man, I appreciate y'all for coming through, man. It's like for real. Thank y'all for coming through.
Donte, I wanted nothing more but to spend 3 hours with you on a Saturday. I love you, my nigga.
Leave your socials, man. Where can people find y'all?
You can find me
In the streets, my nigga. Go to the streets, you'll find a real one.
My audience is not in the streets.
Oh, okay, bet. Go ahead, James.
You can find me on Netflix. I got a show called Awake.
Oh, talk about it.
Oh, okay.
I got a credit on that.
Sid.
I got a credit on
Sid
that.
Also was what were you on that?
Nigga, you say what it is.
Producer.
Yeah, sure. Consultant. Producer.
Little Jason is on BET Plus.
I got a credit on that too. Keep going.
Our special on Comedy Central app, and you can find me on the James Davis, Twitter, Instagram.
Chris. Hell.
Where can they find you, my
Yeah,
nigga?
where can people?
Let's go. Where can they find you? Chris got his own YouTube
act like
show
you ain't got
actually
some
right
projects,
now.
some things.
Yeah, YouTube show. Chris actually. Go ahead, bro. Don't act shy. Go. You got 7 businesses,
Let the man
nigga.
talk.
God damn.
All social media is at really dope name. Just swear Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. There we go.
Nah, fuck
No,
that.
I'm not saying no.
Chris
He's
is a
saying give your
Shut
ass.
up. Chris is a motivational speaker, a license. So if you need help, because he helps me with my life daily, call the nigga. He also has a YouTube show out right now. He also has a podcast of his own that he's not talking about that you should pub right now. He's also a comedian, and he's also a father, and we never talk about that. Anyway, so
Really dope name.
what's the name of your
On
podcast?
Instagram.
Name of the podcast is 5 of them, but just go to Instagram at Podcast Dope. All the shows are right there. 5 shows.
Podcast.
5
dope.
shows.
Yeah, 2
Busy
of them.
man.
Yeah, it takes a lot.
Podcast dope. That's hard.
If Chris cursed when you said, "Hey, Chris, you make music," you want to be like, "Bitch, I've been singing for the Lord since I was 7." Anyway, I'm at Sydney is funny. SYDNEY is funny. Netflix. You can catch me on Netflix. 1 episode tomorrow. Yeah, man, come check me out on Instagram. Sydney is funny. All that other shit, man. But really, check out Tap In. This podcast has been fun. It's been dope. My nigga Donte's got a good little vibe here. So y'all support this. Tell a friend.
I think it's just a good vibe, a good grown man vibe. It's
Yeah.
not little.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dope. You give us liquor in plastic cups. You got, you know what I mean, a cameraman that just really just kind of just staying there at the set the camera. You know what I mean? He's cool, you know.
Hey, man. Don't worry about none of that.
I don't like the fact
Don't worry
that you
about
have
none
a
of that,
nigga
man.
that
Don't
has
worry about
braids around me.
Don't worry, nigga.
You know how I feel.
I gotta keep these goons on lock. You know
This
what I'm
nigga
saying?
got a perfect
This
goddamn
nigga
situation.
got goons. I got goons, man.
Nigga got hair.
I got goons.
He has choices.
I got goons.
and I don't like it.
You know what I'm saying?
Hair.
Yo, appreciate y'all for tapping in with us. Check us out every Tuesday on Tap In Podcast on Instagram, on YouTube. This has been another episode of Tap In Podcast.
Why you try to put your sexy voice on at the end? Nigga, just talk regular.